All right, YouTube world, we're about to enter the Instagram monster of Fat Cat Newton. So if any of y'all don't know much about Fat Cat Newton, he is an absolute icon in the fishing world of comedian and just an absolute monster. So we're going to interview him on his 2 wins. If you're not familiar, he won 2 Bassmaster Classics in '87. So this interview is going to be epic.
Hey, what's going on, man? What are you doing?
So here we got the world famous Fat Cat Newton here with us today. And many of y'all don't know he's an Instagram monster and a YouTube monster. So
And a monster in general.
and a monster
All
and
gut, no butt, like my bass.
so, and if you're not familiar, he won 2 classics in the July of '87. All right, so I know technology wasn't up to speed back then, so we're actually going to do a throwback Thursday, and we're going to interview him on his classic back in '87. So we got a lot of people here wanting
What
to
high
hear
school
this.
y'all from?
Tunstall High School.
Tunstall High School. It's a high school fishing team too.
I'm gonna come speak to y'all's high school in about a month or so.
Don't get mad at me. Golly.
There you go. So here we go. First question on your 2 wins of '87.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are used. The trending thing was to drive your truck around in the Coliseum, and he was the first person to break the trend, and he actually used his big red 3-wheel. Tell us about
Oh,
that.
I got a big red 3-wheel. It's an '87 big red 3-wheel. It's 250 cc's, but I had a wop. It's got a 440 Hemi in it now, and she got looping around to that wop 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 wop. Ray Scott was on the handlebars. I said, Ray, you can't be doing this, man. He was sipping on that corn. I was like, Ray, easy, buddy. But yeah, man, I still got that big red to this day.
And so music rock was the favorite thing back then. What was your choice of entrance music?
It's Raining Men. It's raining men. Hallelujah. That's just because that time of the year we were fishing beds and all I was catching were buck bass. So I was just boom goes the dynamite and it would just come into the boat. It was like rain and buck bass. So it's raining men. You get it.
Yeah, we got you. So that was pretty cool. So then the thing I did read about a little bit, and then we didn't get a full story, was that you actually outsmarted the whole field. And back then we didn't have tungsten. You had to use lead sinkers, but this man, Fat Cat, outsmarted everybody, and he used a rock. Tell us about your thoughts.
Listen, guys, you gotta think outside of the box. It's organic. You know, match the hatch is not just for baits, it's for sinkers as well. So I would just find, you know, if I was fishing clear water, I'd use granite. If I was fishing other water, I might use marble. That's the only kind of rocks I know about. River gravel if I was fishing streams for smallmouth. But yeah, man, a lot of guys, you don't know this, but these days are fishing with rocks because, like I say, match the hatch, it's organic and also gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Hey, man, California, you know how they are.
Yeah. So you see why he won 2 classics in '87. I also read about a little bit, you tweaked out a spinnerbait, something with a can. I don't know, the water was, what did you do with
Yeah, so a lot of us on tour back then, we eat pork and beans and then chug Coke. And I just got to thinking, man, you know, what can I do to really be outside the box? And I had number 12 willow blades, about like that, on an 1/8 ounce spinnerbait. What I did, it just wouldn't get the right thump. I think that heavy steel. So I took that Coca-Cola can, ripped it with my teeth, and I made a willow blade out of that Coca-Cola can. So that red flash, silver flash really drew in the bites that I was fishing. It was hard, it was a crazy pattern. I was fishing wind-blown secondary points, deep ledges, throwing that thing on shallow beaver huts. And I threw treble hook trailers. I had 3 treble hook trailer hooks on that spinnerbait, and that really was the key to my success.
So if you go back to old Bassmaster videos on YouTube, you can actually see the interview with Bob Cobb. You know.
Oh yeah, me and Bob were tight, man. We'd tear a buffet up, son.
He did an interview with
run out
Bob
of 2 or 3
Cobb
of
on Bassmaster Pro's Pointers. So you also had a sponsorship with McDonald's, right? You know, and they were one of your title sponsors back then. And rumor has it that you actually had a lot of say in some of their sandwiches.
Listen, we all know being a hardcore athlete like myself, being in shape is key to success. As you guys can see, I really take care of myself. My body is a temple. It might be bigger than other temples, but at the end of the day, it's still a temple, so they don't judge. But like one of the keys to success, everybody knows your brain is the most powerful muscle in your body. That's why in the morning I like to wake up and do about, I don't know, 200 setups in my mind. That really gets me going. And McDonald's, man, we created a sandwich. And what I did is I wanted to have 2 patties, 3 buns, and I made a special sauce and everything, and it was called the Fat Cat. Well, what do you know? I didn't do what they said to do, and I lose my sponsorship. Now it's a Big Mac, McDonald's. Suck it, okay?
All right, so
whatever.
So you just heard a little bit about him setting the trend. So professional fishermen, we kind of take pride in our, what we do and in shape. So he actually set the trend in '87 of what it takes to be a successful angler. So tell him a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, I think I bet. See him go, oh, somebody's got fat jokes. Listen, I'm agile like a panther. Let me tell y'all what, a lot of guys don't realize. The reason I'm in such good shape is because back in '86, '87, I was fighting kumites with Gene Clade, Kevin Van Dam's cousin. We would fight kumites over there. They made a movie about me, Bloodsport. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. But I got a high kick that I took the power and energy out of my high.
Yeah, hey. I think it's best if we
incorporated that high kick into a hook set. So my high kick, listen, I'm going to kick, probably try to take your hat off, definitely over the camera. Watch this. High kick like that. Boom, just like that. And like what I do is I take that power and I put it into my hook set. Boom goes a dynamite. Boom goes a dynamite. Boom goes a dynamite. Like that. That's why I won 2 Bassmaster Classics, 1987, Fat Cat Newton. I'm just the best fisherman I ever met. What else can I say?
Guys,
I gotta take a break. I'm getting lightheaded. I'm from all that energy I just exerted.
True example of what intensity is. So guys, I appreciate you guys watching this video with Fat Cat Newton. If you don't know Fat Cat, check him out on Instagram.
If you don't know who Fat Cat Newton is, get your life right, Bobby. Because, I mean, come on, it's 2019 already.
His best friend is Bobby. And Bobby! Yeah, see.
Well, get doing this, I'll be over in a minute.
Yeah, so Bobby is always his shadow. Everywhere he goes, Bobby is always with him. Check him out online. So we know he is famous for his high kick and boom goes the dynamite. So I'm not going to do my outro this time. So guys, I appreciate you. We're going to get Fat Cat to actually give the Fat Cat outro. Boom goes the dynamite kick. So if we can get a drum roll for the outro would be awesome. So
hack it! Boom goes the dynamite.